All right. Again, this is not something that we as Americans want to see. This is something that we should never actually have to see. But, of course, we're living in a very modern media age where all of this information is readily available. The video, of course, being broadcast out to the world. And unfortunately, it shows our president, who's 80 years old now, and he's not exactly what I would call a young 80, falling on stage there after giving the commencement address at the U.S. Air Force Academy. Watch. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to see and not something that we want to see, and incredibly unfortunate. Incredibly unfortunate. I mean, look, we all get old. Hopefully, you're not president of the United States when you're 80 years old, because you are at risk of something like this. And for those that are just tuning in, by the way, I'm going to get to all your comments. I see this. It's good to see all of you here today. I know you feel bad. I mean, some people are laughing, but you don't want to laugh at something like this. I think you just need to see it and understand sort of where he is and the challenges, of course, that he faces. You hear the crowd there pretty silent. I think everybody was just stunned. Everybody was shocked. I want to report that the White House is just coming out right now. This is just breaking with a statement that the president is fine. He's doing fine. And of course, we're all relieved at that because, look, when you get up there, when you're 80 years old and you fall, things can break. You lose your balance, you fall, and, it's happened to the best of us. Heck, I myself am thankfully not near that age range, but was out running around this time last year and actually fell, tripped and hurt my elbow pretty badly, actually. I wound up with a broken elbow as a result. Well, not really broken. I guess it was fractured because I didn't actually have to wear a cast. But it was no fun. This is what happens. And, we can't just ignore how old the president is. There are younger options out there. So why aren't we thinking about that? Why aren't the political parties, frankly, thinking about that? I mean, you've got Ron DeSantis, of course, who's still coming under all kinds of heat from every which way, right? So Ron DeSantis is younger. He's got much more time in front of him. And then, the other reaction you might have to that is just that, well, the president, the former president of the United States is almost as old as Joe Biden, but doesn't quite seem that old. So, there's a lot of things going on there. And I think that the reality is, it could happen to anyone, but the fact that he's 80, it shouldn't be happening to him. It shouldn't happen to the president, and no one wants to see it. No one. I mean, we're much relieved that he's okay.